Good evening to you, our viewers, and welcome to the Saturday Report tonight on the 15th day of the month of November 2025. My name is Chemutai Kirui, and welcome to Ndizi TV Africa, where you're watching the Saturday Report. But first, in the highlights tonight, ODM marked its 20th anniversary in Mombasa County as the party leaders renewed commitment to Raila Odinga's legacy and urged unity, while Junet Mohammed called for wiser leadership within the party. Kalonzo Musyoka denounced President William Ruto's Ukambani remarks and demanded an apology as the High Court cleared the recruitment of 10,000 police officers to proceed. And also today, Sony Sugar boosted stability by absorbing 1,239 workers, and the Senate also, the Health Committee in the Senate raised concern over overcrowded morgues and called for urgent expansion of facilities. This and more on our bulletin, the Saturday Report with Chemutai Kirui. Welcome to our bulletin, and on our top story tonight, the Orange Democratic Movement ODM today marked a major milestone as the party celebrated 2 decades of political influence and grassroots mobilization, with festivities held in Mombasa County. A senior party leaders led by Oburu Odinga, who is the party leader, rallied supporters and reaffirmed their commitment to safeguarding the values and political ideals championed by Raila Odinga. The leaders emphasized continuity, discipline, and unity as the parties position itself for future, while urging Kenyans across the country to continue registering as ODM members.
Wananchi wa Mombasa, hamjambo. ODM! ODM! Hayo yote mlikuwa mmeona Raila amefanya huko, ameenda huko. Mimi nilikuwa hapo. Hakuna mahali mimi siko kuwako. Mimi ninajua hakuna hata siku moja Oburu Oginga amewahi kusaliti ndugu yake Oburu Raila Amolo Odinga. Lakini ninajua kuna wenzangu wengine ambao wanasema wako na Raila kwa dhati, lakini kwa wakati moja au ingine walikuwa wamesaliti Raila. Lakini hiki kiti ambacho nyinyi mnamenipatia ya kuongoza ODM, kuwa party leader ya ODM, nitaendelea vile Raila alikuwa anaendelea, na nimebeba hiyo. Nimebeba hiyo ngao, na sisa kuwa na uoga yoyote, na nitaendelea kutimiza yale yote ambayo ndugu yangu Raila alikuwa anataka zitimizwe. Na mimi ningependa kuwaomba nyinyi wanachama wa ODM, ningependa kuwahimiza muendelee kuregister watu wapya, waendelee kuingia chama chetu, tuende kuwa na nguvu zaidi ya numbers, kwa sababu siasa ni numbers. Ikiwa numbers zetu zitaanguka na zitaenda chini, hatutakuwa na nguvu ya kuongea na wengine. Kwa hivyo registration as members of the party and registration as voters is crucial. Lazima to register as members of the party and also as voters.
And yet, in another message of introspection for the Orange Democratic Movement, party leaders have called for renewed wisdom, humility, and cohesion within ODM's top ranks. Speaking under the stewardship of Minority Leader Junet Mohammed, the leaders underscored the need for mature decision-making and respectful internal engagements, warning that arrogance and infighting could derail the party's political ambitions. They are also urging party officials and grassroots leaders to embrace open, constructive dialogue as the foundation for strengthening ODM's unity and future electoral performance.
ODM. Chama ya ODM. Chama ya nini? Ni chama kikubwa sana. Na mimi naomba tukuze hii chama na ituilinde kwa heshima vile baba alikuwa amefanya. Baba alikuwa mtu ambaye alikuwa hako na hekima na busara sana. Na vile vitu Mungu amepatia baba alikuwa amepatia peke yake. Nimeona siku hizi kuna watu wengine wanataka kuwa kama baba. Ile nguvu baba alikuwa naye na hekima alikuwa naye, Mungu ndiye alimpatia. Sasa mimi naomba tukuze hii chama kwa heshima ili ibaki chama ya kitaifa. Tusije tukagawanyika kwa sababu ya kila mtu anataka chake. Mimi naomba na chama hizi ina structure. Iko na NEC, iko na Central Committee, iko na NDC, iko na kila kitu. Tuheshimu uamuzi wa viongozi na pia structures ya party. Tumeelewana? Ya mwisho, vile mimi naona ODM itakuja kukua chama kubwa hapa mbele, vile viongozi ambao wako sahihi watakipeleka. The people of ODM have leadership and they expect leadership from those leaders. If you don't want to leave them, if ourselves we are confused, let us not bring that confusion to the ODM people. That is the position. Otherwise, kila mtu atakuwa na kipande chake cha ODM. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
And also, tensions in the political arena escalated last night after Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka issued a fiery response to President William Ruto's recent remarks in Ukambani, where opposition leaders were labeled as lacking vision. Addressing supporters in Mumbuni North, Kalonzo and several allied leaders condemned the president's comments as disrespectful and unbecoming of national leadership. They are now demanding a formal apology to the community, insisting that political disagreements should not invite insults or divisive rhetoric.
Mimi ukawa unasema mimi ni mjinga. Huenda ikawa ikiwa ni mambo ya kuua vijana wetu majenzi, mimi siwezi kuwaua. Kwa hivyo mimi ni mjinga, kwa sababu siwezi kuwaua. Kama ni kufilisisha nchi, kwa ufisadi wa hali ya juu, mimi ni mjinga kweli, siwezi kufanya hivyo.
Wakati wa kudharau Wakamba umeisha. Hauwezi kuja hapa Ukambani, unakuja unatudharaulia baba yetu. Number one, His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka alikuwa Vice President wa Republic ya Kenya. Ni kiongozi anaheshimika Kenya na dunia yote mzima. Hata watu wa dunia wanashangaa ukisema ati Kalonzo hana akili.
And now, away from matters politics, a nationwide recruitment exercise for 10,000 police officers is now set to proceed on Monday, following a decisive ruling by the High Court that lifted earlier restrictions on the process. Now, Inspector General Douglas Kanja has announced that all preparations are complete and that the police service is ready to begin the massive intake aimed at strengthening security operations across the country. Thousands of applicants are expected to turn up at recruitment centers after weeks of uncertainty.
Those orders have been set aside and the recruitment goes on. And I want to encourage the young men and women of the Republic of Kenya to troop into the recruitment centers coming Monday. We will get the best from the Republic, and I'm happy because we are not only recruiting young men, they are not only going to get a job, but we are also getting a reformist team a team that is going to push and move police to the next level of development. So to me, it is not just a new team of police officers, but officers who are to come in and assist us and support us in the reform agenda, because the police is under transformation. And this is a very, very important component, the recruitment, new officers into the service. To me, that is something that is very, very important. Remember, we have got a general election that is coming in less than 21 months to come. So we need to prepare adequately. And getting those 10,000 police officers is a clear indication that is a good mark actually moving forward.
And now there is renewed hope tonight for more than 1,000 workers at Sony Sugar Company after the mill officially absorbed 1,239 employees who had been left in limbo following changes in the company's management. The announcement ends months of anxiety and saw repeated protests and interruptions to milling operations. Management now says that the company is stabilizing and is focused on restoring full productivity as the sugar sector continues to navigate complex economic challenges.
I am happy to report that as South Nyanza Sugar Company 2025, we have done that. The previous company had 1,534 staff. Out of that, we had worked out a number of about 1,239 staff. This had been presented to our directors as numbers that the company could look at, and our directors had approved. And so that is exactly what we have done. We have already absorbed 1,239, and we have given them offer letters.
And now on matters national health, the Senate Health Committee is raising the alarm over a worrying rise in overcrowded morgues across the country, calling for immediate interventions to address the growing number of unclaimed bodies. During an inspection tour of the Bungoma County Referral Hospital, the committee chair Jackson Mandago warned that many county facilities are operating far beyond capacity, posing health and management risks. The committee is urging the Interior Ministry to work with the county hospitals to expand mortuary facilities and streamline the handling of unclaimed bodies.
We want the Ministry of Interior to partner with all county referral hospitals in the country. We want Ministry of Interior to work with counties and build a separate police mortuary in every county, because there are so many bodies that are being held either because of investigations that are still ongoing, or they have not been claimed, or their families are having disputes. Yes. And the bodies have to be kept for a year or two. It impairs on the work of the county funeral homes.
It is exactly 21 minutes into the hour, and the Saturday report is taking a commercial break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we have more for you, including Cabinet Secretary Geoffrey Ruku accused Rigathi Gachagua of spreading tension and psychological manipulation during the Mbeere North by-elections, while teachers in Meru and Tharaka Nithi rejected government's new JSS staffing directive demanding immediate confirmation and fair terms. Meanwhile, church leaders in the North Rift warned against political hate speech ahead of the 2027 general elections, urging legal action and responsible conduct as IEBC was called on to expand voter registration services to rural areas and also encourage youth participation to boost turnout. I am Chemutai Kirui and will be coming back to you shortly.
Unatazama Ndizi TV Africa.
Yeah, check it out.
What's up, my beautiful people? They call me Ems Manvuke, and this month on day 28 Ndizi TV Africa pamoja na Camel Park wanakuletea chill party and talent show auditions live hapa ndani ya Camel Park, na kiingilio ni shilingi 200 peke yake per head. Alafu saidia kama umeweza kulipa that 200 Kenya shillings unapata free swimming. In the same time, kama ni mzazi kwa pale nyumbani unaweza leta watoto wako wakuja waweze kujienjoy. Tuko na bouncing castle, tuko na water balloons, tuko na mamba, tuko na tortoise. In the same time, unaweza kuwa na fun as a family. So don't forget, mark your calendar on this month, date 28, ambayo itakuwa na Friday. Tutakuwa na show babu kubwa. Show yenyewe itakuwa ni chill party and talent show audition humu ndani ya Camel Park, the bride of Kisii.
Eastlands, yo, we had the mic. Westlands, yo, we had the mic.
Je,
kila jamii hapa Afrika, yani chini ya jua duniani, ina chimbuko lake. Ndani ya Ndizi TV Africa, katika kujua utamaduni wako, ndani ya Utamaduni Afrika, tutaangazia kila jamii, tukianza na jamii ya Abagusi ambayo iko chini ya Bantu, jamii ya Mkamba, jamii ya Waluo. Vile vile tutaangazia kuhusiana na jamii ya Masai. Tutataka kujua ni mbona jamii inaenzi, ama ni mbona kila jamii inaenzi mila na tamaduni zake, na vipi hizi mila na desturi zina umuhimu gani katika utamaduni. Utapata mpaka leo jamii ya Masai inaenzi sana ufugaji wa mifugo. Kuna jamii ambazo zinaendeleza mila ambazo zimepitwa na wakati, mfano ukeketaji wa wasichana, kitu ambacho jamii nyingi hazienzi kamwe, kukeketa wasichana. Haya yote kuhusu mila na desturi na utamaduni ni ndani ya kipindi Utamaduni Afrika, katika runinga unayoienzi Ndizi TV Africa, kila siku ya Alhamisi saa 2 usiku. Kipindi kinaletwa kwako na Mwita Peter. Usikose.
Unatazama Ndizi TV Africa.
umekuwa ukitafuta chuo ambacho kipo mahali tulivu, cha kisasa na kinachotoa mafunzo yatakayokuwezesha kupata kazi nyakati hizi, na kina walimu waliohitimu? Bas Camel Park Training College ndicho chuo hicho. Wana courses za diploma na certificate kama housekeeping management, tourism management, food and beverage sales management, fashion design, cosmetology, information communication technology, graphic design, film production, broadcast journalism, marketing management, business management na zingine nyingi. Pia wana short courses kama vile computer packages, front office management, digital marketing, video editing na zingine nyingi. Admission inaendelea. Mwandikie barua msimamizi mkuu wa chuo hicho pamoja na vyeti vyako vyako vya KCSE au result slip. Pia unaweza jisajili mtandaoni kwa tovuti yetu ya www.camelparkcollege.co.ke au upige simu kwa 0755386594 au 0753915354. Tupo katika barabara ya Kisii Kilgoris. Camel Park Training College, empowering excellence, inspiring innovation.
Unatazama Ndizi TV Africa.
Welcome back to the Saturday Report, and thank you for staying with Ndizi TV Africa tonight. My name is Chemutai Kirui, and welcome to our bulletin. Now moving on, Public Service Cabinet Secretary Geoffrey Ruku has launched a sharp attack on former Deputy President and DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua, accusing him of orchestrating tension and psychological manipulation during the Mbeere North by-elections. Speaking at an education quality forum in Embu County, Ruku dismissed Gachagua's claims that residents were plotting to disrupt his visit, saying that such allegations were misleading and inappropriate. The CS argues that if genuine security concerns existed, they should have been reported to investigative authorities rather than communicated through political theatrics.
Sisi watu ya Mbeere North ni watu ambaye wanapenda amani. Sisi watu wa Mbeere North hakuna hata siku moja kutoka tufanye kuchaguana tumewahi pigana. Yeye ndiye anataka kutuletea vita hapa Mbeere North.
And now to matters education. A sector already grappling with frustration is now facing renewed turmoil as secondary school teachers, particularly from Meru and Tharaka Nithi, openly reject the latest government's directive concerning junior secondary schools staffing. This follows President William Ruto's announcement that JSS teachers will transition to permanent and pensionable terms every 2 years, a move that educators say contradicts their one-year contract and alters employment terms without due process. Backed by Kuppet, the teachers are now demanding immediate confirmation and accusing the TSC of breaching its own regulations and subjecting them to unfair labor practices.
The contract that we signed last year, November, indicated the following, that the internship will be a one-off non-renewable program for a duration of 12 months with effect from 6th January to December 31st, 2025.
Ambia hii serikali mambo ya comprehensive schools hatutaki. Tunataka walimu wa JS wapewe autonomy, waweze kujisimamia mambo yao, sababu mambo mingi haifanyiki huko JS. Unakuta vitu kama science, mwalimu wa science akisema anunuliwe vitu vya kufanya practicals hapewi, sababu ambaye amesimamia hiyo shule hanjui maana ya hiyo science.
We will go to streets to support them if the government does not employ them in permanent and pensionable basis.
Walimu wa interns wameteseka sana wakilipwa 70,000. Hii 70,000 haisimamia hata mahitaji yao. Hawa walimu wa intern wengine hata mabibi wetu wameenda nyumbani.
And elsewhere, church leaders in the North Rift are calling for urgent action against politicians spreading hate speech and inciting communities as the country inches toward the 2027 general elections. The regional chapter of the National Council of Churches of Kenya says such rhetoric threatens national cohesion and risk fueling violence among young people who are increasingly targeted for political mobilization. Speaking in Eldoret, clergy members urged the NCIC and the office of the DPP to prosecute all the offenders and advised churches to protect their pulpits from political misuse.
Across the board have embarked on intensive early campaigns, even though the 2027 elections are still 2 years away. The hate speech, insults and incitement being spewed out in public rallies, in funerals, social media, and even in churches are damaging national cohesion and threatening the peace of our nation. We demand an immediate stop to these divisive campaigns and incitements.
And now wrapping up, amid low turnout in the ongoing voter registration exercise, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission IEBC is under growing pressure to take registration services deeper into the rural areas of the country. Civil society leaders led by Ahadi Kenya's Executive Director Dr. Stanley Kamau are urging the commission to make the process more accessible for communities that struggle with distance and logistical barriers. They are also calling on young people to seize the opportunity to register, warning that low numbers could affect representation and participation in the upcoming general elections.
Governor, women-led MCAs, and all other people of goodwill to consider facilitating IEBC officials to the grassroots so that each and every person can be able to register as a voter.
Na tungependa kuwarai vijana, hii ndio muda wenu ambayo mko nayo ya kuhakikisha kwamba umechukua kura, ili wakati ikifika ni ya uchaguzi utaweza kuajiri ule kiongozi ambaye wewe.
And that brings us to the end of our bulletin, the Saturday report tonight. My name is Chemutai Kirui and my director has been Lucas Oma. Until next time, I wish you a good night and a happy weekend.